power. It's not about who does the most work, no. It's about who holds the spotlight when the curtain rises. You see, the world is full of suckers, busy little ants scurrying around breaking their backs, thinking that effort is what gets them ahead. Ha, how quaint. The truth, my friends, is much simpler. The one who wins, the one who wears the crown, he's the one who makes everyone else do the heavy lifting, and then he takes all the credit. Now, I know what you're thinking, that's unfair, but here's the thing. Fairness? That's a fairy tale, a little bedtime story to keep the sheep in line. The reality, it's all about perception, and perception, my dear friends, is far more important than effort. See, you can sweat, you can toil, you can work your fingers to the bone, but none of it means a damn thing if someone else swoops in and takes the bow for your grand performance. That is the real game. Look around. It's happening every day. Take your average office drone, slaving away in some cubicle, typing reports, crunching numbers, doing the boss's dirty work. And at the end of the quarter, who gets the pat on the back? Who gets the fat bonus, the recognition? Not the poor sucker hunched over his keyboard. No, it's the guy upstairs, the one who never touched a spreadsheet in his life but knows how to show up when the spotlight's on. He knows how to give a winning speech, knows how to present himself. He takes the bow while the worker bee. He's left buzzing in obscurity. But that's the thing about people, isn't it? Most of them want to be used. They need to feel like they're contributing, like their hard work means something. They want to believe that if they just do enough, they'll get their reward. They'll be noticed. But the world doesn't notice hard work. The world notices results. And the ones who get results, they're the ones smart enough to let someone else do the hard part. Ever heard of Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb? Ha, what a joke. He didn't invent squat. He took someone else's ideas, someone else's blood, sweat, and tears, and slapped his name on it. But does anyone remember the real inventor? Of course not. Edison took the credit, played the part, and the world bought it. Hook, line, and sinker. But it's not just history, is it? It's everywhere, in every office, every boardroom, every school, every street corner, the ones who rise to the top. They know how to delegate, how to pull the strings without getting their hands dirty. It's like a puppet show, really. You've got all these people running around, thinking they're in control, thinking their work is going to get them somewhere. And then there's you, the puppet master, pulling the strings, making them dance to your tune. And when the show's over, you're the one who steps out from behind the curtain and takes the bow. It's like group projects in school, right? There's always that one kid who does all the work. Hours of research, endless writing, putting together the presentation. And then there's the other kid, the one who shows up 5 minutes before the deadline, does nothing, but makes sure he's the one standing in front of the class, delivering the final speech. He gets the applause, he gets the A, and the kid who did all the work? He's left grumbling in the background, wondering why life is so unfair. But that's the real trick. Life's never been fair. It's just that most people are too naive to realize it. You know, people like to say, teamwork makes the dream work. But really, it's more like teamwork makes it easy for someone else to steal your dream. Because here's the dirty little secret. The less you do, the less you're involved in the grunt work, the more time you have to take the credit. It's all about positioning. Let the others get their hands dirty, let them sweat and break their backs. You just need to make sure you're the one standing tall when the music stops. When the boss asks, who's responsible for this success? You don't need to tell the truth. You just need to raise your hand. And the beautiful part, people will believe it. They want to believe it. They want to think there's a reason some people seem to rise to the top while others stay stuck in the mud. They don't want to face the fact that maybe, just maybe, the system is rigged. That the guy smiling at the finish line wasn't the one who ran the race. But once you know the game, once you understand the power of illusion, you realize you don't have to run at all. Why should you? Why break a sweat when someone else can do it for you? The world's full of worker bees, busy little ants who want to be useful, who need to be useful. Let them. and then take what's rightfully yours, the credit, the praise, the power. After all, nobody remembers the ant that carried the grain of rice. They remember the queen that built the hill. So here's the punchline. Power isn't about how much you do. It's about how much others think you've done. And in a world full of busy fools, the smartest thing you can do is let them do the work while you take the glory. Because at the end of the day, no one cares about effort. They care about results. And if you're the one holding the trophy, well, that's all they'll remember. The rest? They're just background noise. Useful background noise, sure, but noise nonetheless.